heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Hey, I don't have bare hands. You approach me? Oh shit, okay. This is the only time I want to punch a child in Genshin. Lily, in-game, Lily. Don't incriminate yourself.
If the father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
Here we go, baby! Yes! Welcome back to the stream, to another video. Genshin, F2Ps and Swipes. My name is Josh. We're here today. Oh, she's glitching. For the Arlecchino, oh my gosh, wow. For the Arlecchino 4.6 Story Quest. Now, I'm extremely excited. It seems like many people have been hyping up this quest. This truly is the peak content of 4.6. And let's see if Father lives up to her name. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I believe when this video comes out, we would have already started our next giveaway. So make sure you guys are subscribed, like the video, and comment down below. Let's begin. Woo! Accept the questo. Enable focus experience mode to avoid conflict with other questing. What is this? And I didn't know this was a new feature, right? This was like an enhanced feature for the story and just quest mode in general. I'll enable it. Enable. So you get blocked by NPC. Exactly.
It's been a while since maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Damn, I didn't know Paimon. After spending 6 months in Fontaine, Paimon has become more French. Did you hear how she said poisson? Jesus. Like, I remember in 4.0, she's like, poison. Now she's like, oh, yes, it's time to go to poisson with baguette. Also, I will want to change my team. I do want to change my team here. Friendship Squad, I do appreciate it, but we're really gonna need some other units. I found like Paimon isn't so sketchy. Hey, I remember Paimon during Navia Story Quest was like, hey, yeah, how's your mom? Oh, I forgot. She's dead. So you never got to know her. I'm like, yo, that is crazy, bro. That is actually insane that they did that.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon.
Why is Linny in Poisson though? It's very curious because, you know, usually they wouldn't go out here unless they had business with Navia.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here.
What's up? What's up, mini man? Lenny!
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion.
Yes, it is.
Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
And really quickly, just to double check, volume good, chat. You guys can hear the voice acting, because I want the voice acting to be pretty crystal clear during the VOD too. So just to double check, I could make it louder, or if you guys think it's good, then we'll just keep it. I'd rather not hear Paimon, but aside from that, it's fine. Okay. I bet. Understand why people don't like her. Oh yeah.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
Yeah, I feel like her voice acting from Chiori on has been much more manageable. Like, actually. So I totally feel what you guys are saying.
You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
On the home front? Like House of the Hearth home front?
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth.
Huh.
You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
I mean, isn't the House of the Hearth just a bunch of kids? Why is there like other dudes?
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble.
Yeah, what happened here?
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You know, it's that type of moment where the enemy shows up, has zero presence, and just like pops up and you like it just turns on the red flags. Just like, how did I not notice their presence? You know what I mean? But it's okay. I'm colorblind, chat. So I do like red flags.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
Yeah, Paimon does not want to mess with the Harbinger.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion.
I am
Sending
confusion.
so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Oh, you're right. The House of the Hearth is technically Fatui. I forget about that sometimes.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however,
We have little
I would
reason to
say
be at
we have
odds.
Little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past.
That's correct, Father. I'm so confused. What about? What about Fardus? The way she said Poisson? I like, you can tell there's like a new rejuvenated like pattern of speech to Paimon. You know what I mean? Like I heard it in the World Quest. She's like, you know, that big baddie guy. Like I think they're giving Paimon a lot more freedom to actually like flex that VA muscle. You know what I mean? If you're talking French, make sure to write Poisson with 2 S's. Otherwise, you're spelling it poison. Thank you, Wi-Fi. Let's move on.
As for the issue at hand, well, it's hard to find any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Ah, ha, ha. Chat. I knew it. I knew it. As the famous philosopher Sun Tzu once said, there is always an imposter among us. I feel like I'm getting chills already.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
This phantom
A spirit
child.
that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the
A
Hearth.
spirit?
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation.
After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors.
Thank you, Aaron. I mean, father. I mean, mother. I mean, Danae. I mean, woman.
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Okay.
Of course, Father.
Doo-doo-doo. Bye-bye. So, what are we getting ourselves into this time? We couldn't help but feel so intimidated now that she's gone. It feels like I can breathe. Like, there's actually a pressure. You know? Like, you know when you're reading or watching Bleach and they talk about spiritual pressure? Bro. She has like a presence. Like a suppressive presence.
It has long been You're quite well. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
All right.
All right. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
I'ma say it. So far, Paimon's voice acting kind of A1, man. I like it. I like Paimon V3 version 3.0, because like we've heard Paimon, like, you know, Paimon OG and then Paimon new and then weird Paimon and then this new Paimon.
Of course. During our stay in
I like
we've
it.
been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen.
You're not beating the allegations of a twink, Linny.
Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
When the hearth flame goes out. Act 1, here we go. Yippee! Let's go into Poisson. Let's go, cats. Let's go into Poisson. And what in God's good name is here? Maybe down here? Here?
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base.
Okay.
I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
We're staying?
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Why are we staying with them, chat?
Well, when I happened
If we don't want to be involved, why are we staying?
I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson,
We have to bring in
had
supplies every
bring
now and then.
outside-
Okay,
That makes sense.
There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there, but now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take
a good look.
at how you operate.
Yeah, that's why we want to be here. Not. Yep, we'll just stay without reason.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Yippee! Where's the other two though? Up here? Hello. Are these the kids from the house? I assume so.
Linny, finally here.
Chapier.
Supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
What? His actual Pikachu face, IRL. Oh. That's why I imagine his face. Oh.
It's the Traveler in Paimon.
It is Father's bidet. That's correct.
No way!
What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
It's Father's bidet. Yippee!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Yeah, we kind of saved the entire nation from drowning. I feel like we're kind of famous.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny.
Moo gets a story quest for the 12th of the 11 Harvarders. Timmy?
As far as he's concerned, that's pretty much
Shnaznaya.
the highest compliment we've ever heard her give.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Hey, I don't have bare hands. I'm sorry, I feel disgusted. I personally, right, like frame 0 after I said that, I felt disgusted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The quality of content that I really try to keep consistent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my bad. You know, sometimes I make mistakes. I'm sorry.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
Okay, I don't think that's the superpower that you want to be flexing. Like moving the mountain with bare hands is cool. Not being able to eat an entire pantry. Let's go on here.
That's the rumor you heard about Paimon?
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Not always, but
Oh, we don't,
I mean,
come on. We insist. I can give you some of my new potions. just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
I like the cut of your jib. What? Oh, just pick your poison or actual poison. Yo, these kids are crazy, man. They are raised by Arlecchino. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. It really doesn't.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but
That's a
it
kid.
never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your
Aren't
enemies,
the kids of the House of the Heart
quiet can
kids?
go a long way. Trust me, I would.
Like,
know.
they aren't adults, are they, chat?
That was poison.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them?
You know what, folks?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Father, what are you doing? Father! We appreciate the effort. Yes, but at the same time, come on now. Yo, what's up, Rai? At the same time, you know, if they're hanging around with Arlecchino, they were never going to be normal to begin with. The dangerous suggestions keep on coming one after another, and you start to get overwhelmed.
Volt, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything.
Really?
We definitely felt the love.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Of course, folks. We'll let you know.
Well, all right. See you later.
Bye-bye, folks. Some weird-ass kids, man.
Bye!
Honestly, they remind me of Klee. Maybe Klee was raised by Arlecchino as well.
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth.
Yeah, I mean, like, they live their lives as, like, spies and assassins.
When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited to hang out more, but I'm kind of getting tired, and oh, I forgot I had another arrangement with somebody over on the other side of the country. So I think it's best if I just head out a little bit early.
Supplies
Just get a head start.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
That's correct. Why sure? I mean, hey, some people are born with like extremely just angular eyebrows. Like my eyebrows are kind of angular. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, although, okay, my eyebrows are ass. Like, Like, look at that, and then look at that. Like, they are not, my eyebrows are not giving. Like, they're unrelated. Like, they're not even cousins. They're not even, like, half cousins. Like, they're just different people. Entirely.
It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Sure.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then.
Yeah, it's been 6 months.
The new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
I only know 100 Thieves.
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic.
Okay.
From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Sure.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
So, thieves and a blind woman.
Welcome, weary traveler from afar.
Rudolph's welcome in. So you want me to go watch plays about thieves and a blind woman? Count me in, baby. Count me in. Alrighty. That's you're becoming more and more relaxed.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others?
Looks like the House of Hearth members have normal folks after all.
Oh! Oops.
Tihi Danandayo?
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now.
Huh?
I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
We got him, folks. We got him. The plan. Seems like the plan is quite simple.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Sure. Pretty average, normal House of the Hearth member? Of course. How's the night reverse?
Well,
Let's see what we got here.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. You're right. We're only here as guests after all.
The lady's getting super far up ahead. Let's catch up. Alright then. Thank you. Thank you. Gatto. Whee!
so, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They certainly got personalities. Yup, especially Arlecchino. Much personality on her.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
You're cooking? Sure.
Of course!
Then let's head
Let
out.
him
Uh-huh.
cook.
Fremine, what are you doing here?
Huh?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth.
We were just going to make some food.
Why don't you come along?
Seafood soup?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute.
Why do you know all those? You're not on any
What
mission.
do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Uh-huh.
Could be because I'm growing, you know? And
See, he needs the extra cloth because he's a growing young boy, Chad. And you know, as As someone who used to be a young shonen like him, you know, extra cloth might be necessary at certain times of the day. You know, sometimes things just come up and you need to be prepared for any situation. If you're flying through the desert and your boat gets a flat tire, what should you have in your pocket? Like a cell phone, like call AAA maybe, you know, Geico, you know, same 15% on my boat insurance.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
You're not, you aren't like me. You aren't him, bro. You aren't him, little bro.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face.
Whatever happened does have to do with father.
Just follow me.
All right. Where are we going? Up here? The fuck? It's down here. Hello.
You're back. Oh, and you brought some friends with you this time.
Wait. Wait a minute. Isn't she?
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the house.
I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
You can come.
Oh, like this. Oh no, what's happening?
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all.
Who, Megalol?
That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it.
That's not a name we have on the roster pasta.
How she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for.
From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her for a minute.
Guessing you...
No, I haven't.
I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
12 months.
About half a month now.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
So ever since we got to Poisson then?
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
Yes! 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 Let's continue.
You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through.
I just can't hand her over like that.
Don't you remember last year?
Chaplin nearly died after getting poisoned. He wasn't able to get back to poison starting to take effect, and that sick person was there.
That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him.
Huh.
I opened my eyes.
Couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyways.
I thought that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices. It's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
I mean, do they know the history of basically the culling?
So what you're saying is, that was her?
She was the one who spoke to
Unless
you.
there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth. If Clairvy were our enemy,
It wouldn't matter if she was a
wouldn't
spirit or an
matter
actual
whether she
child. I
was
would acted without a second
spirit
thought
or
because that's what
actual
Father would have ordered us to do.
living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then?
Huh.
You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
Exacto.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Okay. So we're just gonna hang out with the dead girl? Cool. Cool. Yeah, just leave us with the dead girl.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond.
I could tell right away.
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I mean... Exhibit A.
I'm sorry, Linny.
I really didn't mean to drag you into this.
You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
You know, when we were younger...
You didn't call me Linny, you
didn't
call me brother.
Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father.
So
All the siblings in the House
Freminette
of
calls
the Heart, I
Lynette
think our
sister,
bond was the closest.
yet Linny. Interesting.
Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met.
I'm sure that's true for you as well.
That's true for you as well. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life.
No one can
No one
replace you.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Linny and Fremine. It's raining. I should put my clothes away.
It's raining? Really? Raining? In the cave? Oh, I thought she like literally just disappeared. Wow, okay.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine.
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh, he's crying.
Well, we're all friends here, right?
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with.
What are you getting
When
at?
guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
I guess.
Any disputes are less likely to escalate.
It's better if we all stick around.
Just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it.
Huh.
But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this from now on. I'll protect you.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means
Correct.
finding out where she came from and what
I've tried that already.
And?
And...
Huh.
nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared.
What does that mean? She can disappear and reappear?
She even came with us all the way to Poisson.
Seems like wherever the house is, she
Seems
follows.
like wherever the house is,
Oh. I see.
I don't know much about spirits.
Let's see here.
We've dealt with a lot of spirits.
Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines.
Is that what it is?
Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us.
We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one can get involved.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I swear.
Of course, of course.
Whoa!
And look, she has the annoyed cat face.
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Look at her face! Look at her face! Literally, this whole story quest, I'm just gonna put cat memes around this whole entire story quest. Oh, this is great.
And, when exactly did you get here?
De? Nandayo?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler.
Huh.
And you 4, Paimon.
And what I do? And what I do, huh? I do shit. Alright?
Wait, what did we do?
I can imagine this in Japanese. Just like, One-san. Or no. Is it Oni-chan? Oni-chan. Baka. Oh, never let me do that again, chat. Never let me do that again. You know what I mean, chat? You know that trope? The baka.
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson,
So I figured she must have come with us, but it turns out you were just hiding her.
But it turns out you were just hiding her.
Yeah.
I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Alright, bet. Worm? Really? Really? Worm? Welp.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Well, shit. Hey, welcome to the squad. Hey, welcome to the squad.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's
Truly.
no time to lose.
Truly. We are all in this together. Just like High School Musical.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
Show!
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Yeah, like, spiritually she's full. Dude, it's 4. It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Why are you committing crimes? Or is that an ambulance? No, that's police. Or it could be an ambulance. It could be first responders. But I'm like, bro, it is 4. Stop committing crimes at 4. Do it in the evening or something. Anyways, chat. Let me just turn on my fan for a little bit. There we go. Reverse gatekeeping herself into treason. That is correct. That is correct.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy.
You sure you have criminals or are you just hollowing? No, there's sirens going outside. It's because I have like a noise gate.
Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while.
Maybe in her mind she's really eating those things.
I've tried.
Clairvy, if you've got some time,
I'd like to ask some questions.
Oh, another new friend.
Hello, cats.
Hi, I'm Clairvy. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of...
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
You know, that checks out.
It's just that
Welcome, weary
your
traveler
name,
from afar.
it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
Yeah. Who are you? Oscar, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome
The
in.
roster? The people in charge.
They're not nice as they look. They keep a roster, but it's not complete. There's a lot of people who aren't it and will never be.
Some people are
Huh?
family and
other people are just test subjects.
What?
Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Jesus.
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Chat, watching the animated trailer before doing this quest. Man.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster.
It spoiled it a bit, though. It kind of spoils a big plot line here. It spoils a huge plot line here.
But
It's fine. It's
seems
fine.
like she's telling the truth.
Again, it's not about knowing what's going to happen. It's about the journey to get there, chat. It's about the journey to get there.
Maybe we should. Oh, it can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles.
And
To go outside.
it's okay. I understand. As a chronically online person, touching grass can be good for you, Clairvy. See, Clairvy's just as much of a gamer as us, chat.
Where the sun can find me.
That's it?
I want to be part of that world.
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll
The
try
plan?
to find a way to use basic illusory
Simple.
magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight.
Huh?
Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fred,
Okay.
you stay in Poisson.
We can't be the
We
only
can't
ones
be
who
the
have
only
run-ins
ones
with
who have
Clairvy. I need you to
run-ins
collect intel.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
All right.
What?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep.
It's too risky.
Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Exactly. Oh, distract the father? Well, let's just say if we hang out for more than 5 minutes, it would be more than distracting.
I'll give you a magic bird. If father suspects something, all you
Wow,
need to
look,
do
it's
is
a tiny
release it when
bird.
she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong.
All you need to do is release it when she's not looking to alert me. Yeah, I feel like she would already know that the bird is there because she taught them how to use the bird. So, I don't know. Anyways. Should I C6 Bennett? Always.
Of course, that's only as a last resort. If father doesn't seem to notice us,
Then there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight.
If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell father everything.
We're not going to
Not
let
going
our
to
guests
let our
get punished for
guests
our
get
own
punished.
actions.
You too.
And this is where we'll draw the line.
Okay, this is where we part.
They can't control people into doing the story
Father
quest, but it
should
would have
be
been
at the
good if they
beach
released the
nearby.
animation about a week later. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, yeah, they didn't need to rush the animation to come out before because they already had a trailer, they already had the teaser, they already had the demo. They had 3 pieces of, 3 articles of promo for the character already. They didn't need to rush it. I agree. Gets the hype out. Yes. Yeah, I guess. Like, it really gave the backstory that we wanted for Arlecchino, but it directly tying to this quest is a little bit tough. It's marketing. Yeah, it is marketing. Yeah, because at the same time, like, you'd rather have this situation versus like nobody really, being too hyped about the character until after the fact. You know what I mean? So I agree to some extent, but to the other extent, there's give and take, right, with it, unfortunately. That's what we're trying to point out here, right?
I really hope this goes well.
It has to go well. All right, Act 1 complete. Sea breeze rendezvous. Go to the seaside to look for the knave. All right. Let's just go over here. I don't want to TP like to that poison. Dude, the poison TP is actually garbage. Like, I wish there was a TP that's like closer to the water. Anyways. Oh shit. Damn, chat. Medium-sized ledges. My kryptonite. Yo, what's up, Igris? How's it going? Bro, ain't you crippled and like half dead? To be fair, it has been like 10 years. It's Mr. Mr. Worldwide. 305. Dale.
It's the knave and child.
I got spoiled. It's not really that spoily. Igris, did you watch the Arlecchino anime? Like the anime short? Yeah? Then don't worry about it. This is not as fun. Trust me, all right? We were just talking about this, Igris. Like, literally, because we just went over that segment. Bro, we already got spoiled. We already got spoiled, bro. Like, people who are like, at this point, now that I'm going through the story, I'm like, bro, we already got spoiled, though. That was cool, though. But you got spoiled. I'll just say that much. You got big spoiled on the main plot device of this whole entire quest. You got spoiled. Yeah. Yeah. And this is not directed to you, but in general, for everybody who's like, oh, I need to avoid spoilers. I need to avoid spoilers for this quest. Nah, you already got spoiled, dog. Hey, what can you do? What are you gonna do? You already got spoiled. Too bad, too sad, boo-hoo. Cry about it. Damn. Damn. It do be like that, though. It do be like that. I am hyped for the quest, though, because like there's stuff that we already know it's gonna happen. So, nah, I don't care about the spoilers. I bet. Based. But yeah, but how is this guy up and fucking running, dude? Mr. Mowai, Mr. 305, Dale.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
He's still recovering, kind of.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea.
Yeah, we saw that.
After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well...
Wait, so Skirk actually brought him back to Snezhnaya, to the Tsaritsa.
I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine.
What do you mean?
I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What? No, even I'm not that dumb.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk.
Yeah?
Master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
Oh, by the time he got back to the Tavat world, right? Because he was being transferred through the abyss, right? Okay.
I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Maybe. I mean, she was fiddling with the otter right before we saw her vanish and poof.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
I mean, literally outside of this world, so what are you gonna do?
Unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix.
Correct.
Just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they
Bro,
really
she's
did help speed up
the
my
next
recovery.
doctor. She's the next what's his name? Whoever the doctor is. I forgot his name already.
And that's
Dottore.
good, because it looks like I really do have to head
That guy.
back this time. The old man's been
Yeah, the next Dottore.
He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Needed for some sort of project, you say? Also, let me turn on the light here, chat. I notice it's a little bit... you can't really see me that well. Let me just bump up the light here real quick. Oh, that is way bright. Okay, let's just pump that a little bit. There, now you can see me. Wow, okay, that's so much better. Sorry, chat. Here we go.
Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing. That's
Regrator is who again?
Maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine.
Is that the guy with the glasses? Is it the rich dude? Pantalone? Okay, yeah. Okay, great.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
Oh, you're gonna die, brother. You're at like 80% right now.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this.
I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly.
Considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries. What a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
Agree.
One I could do without, I'd say.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash talking. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what you do. You trash talk your coworkers. You know what I mean? You're not going to be friends with everybody.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, right. We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh no, we want to know more about you. Aha. Aha, you know what I'm saying? Aha. You know what I'm saying, chat? Aha.
Well, you see, there's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like, why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
Wait, he doesn't know?
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Okay.
Wait, don't go!
If the knave leaves right here, she'll surely run into Linny. Should we release the bird? No. Let's try to get her talking about something else. About the House of the Hearth, and what does it mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this.
Why is Child so like, okay, dude, haven't you hung around with her at least once or twice in your goddamn life? Like, it seems like you know nothing about her.
I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
Uh-oh, she's gonna get angry. Uh-oh.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Oh, I love the rooster. Puccinello. That's my favorite, chat. That's my favorite. You know, just the old, small man. He's just an old little grandpa dude. You know, what harm can he do? I love him. He's my favorite. The knave betrayed the House of the Heart, so does that mean that Clearview said was true? Does that the knave really treat her children like test subjects?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth. And even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
I mean,
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved. But I don't intend to clear that up just yet.
Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find quite advantageous.
For example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh?
Okay.
You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Because it would get her the vision, you stupid little fairy moon princess. It's probably how patient Arlecchino was with Child. Well, also she understands that Child is like, you know, young, and he's also quite impressionable, and he did a lot to defend, you know. He wears his, you know, emotions and his self on a sleeve, on his sleeve, right? So Arlecchino has no like need to like dance around his questions when she knows that he is, you know, forward facing, and he's very I wouldn't say genuine's the best word for it, but you know, the heart's at the right place.
Protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives.
Who wouldn't want to save their homeland?
Want to save their homeland, after all. The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Nope. I'm very much more curious about other things, but we'll leave that for another time. How's the quest been? I haven't started mine yet. Jewess, honestly, we kind of mentioned this before, but if people are afraid of spoilers, just tag along. Don't worry about it. Did she step on you? No, not yet. You know, to truly embrace, you know, you like right off the bat, you just can't have her step on you, right? You aren't working for it. There needs to be a little bit of foreplay in it. You know what I mean? Just a little workup, a little world building, a little setting. All right, you got to build the setting, got to build the stage for it.
So you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Yeah, that means she can operate at a, you know, place of, you know, outside the truth.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar. The loser has to back down.
Seems pretty cool if you ask me.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly.
Yep.
A losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
I mean, that's the same fucking exact thing that they did in the court. Right? Like if you wanted to dispute your, you know, the prosecution, then you would have to fight one of the you would have to fight like Clorend or one of the champion fighters or whatever that thing is, and you're basically dead. All right. Hey, we've seen Clorend's kit allegedly. I'm not fighting that. Okay. You're not winning against that, bro. The champion duelist. All right. Her E skill is literally a loosh. Okay, let's not go into any further. Anyways, I saw that button and it holds too much strength. It really does. It really does.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and
you didn't get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair.
Oh. Oh my god.
Okay. I get the picture.
That's so cute. I love the you know. For how crazy the Harbingers are, like, their interactions are quite normal.
Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
I feel like they always try to insert characters a little bit too fast. Like, Tartaglia getting inserted into the Fontaine story, because I feel like if it was another character that was involved in that story versus him, I felt like it could have been integrated a little bit better. Not to say that Tartaglia didn't fit that role, but I felt like, you know, and then him just like getting almost unalived in that quest, to then later just come back to 3 patches later, be like, oh guys, I just got stabbed like in 20 different places and took like a quantum beam from, you know, from an interdimensional space whale, but like I'm alright. Like, I'm alright, guys. Yeah, don't worry about me.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Why I gotta make fun of my man like that? No, it's just anybody. Anybody. If you were to fight the whale, you're gonna get clamped.
I like the sound of that. Well.
All right. Bye-bye.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh, you want me to leave so soon?
Huh?
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about.
All right.
Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Wow. Just looking at Arlecchino like this, just taking in the breeze. Kind of like the Chiori quest, right? Like it really just humanizes the character. Because they enjoy the small things like everybody else does, right?
Was there to keep the conversation going.
All right. Dude, I wish I had a teleport deeper into Poisson, but yeah, dude, the Poisson TPs are actual trash.
Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Because they don't go deep enough, yet they're too shallow, and like this whole so this whole area is so inaccessible because you would think this teleport allows you to access it. No, this is underground. Terrible. Wander? Why do I have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do that? Okay? The argument that I have Wander doesn't negate that fact that for those who don't have water have to diddle around with all that. Is there a difference between her name Arlecchino and the knave, or it's a kind of lore thing? So Arlecchino is her name, kind of. Well, it'll get to it in the story a little bit more. And then the knave is the code name, is her title for being a harbinger. Yeah. But a lot more will be explained later on. No worries, Rod. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it. I know it was incredibly late, but I'm just grateful that you were able to join today. Back to back, Rod. Hey, dubs, man, dubs. Appreciate it.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
I knew it. She's a vampire!
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Did she start to glow?
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
Oh.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows,
Aww.
silently watching me.
Oh no. Also, thanks, Kazuhito. Aww.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case.
Yeah, she has to be in the shadows.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
She's a spirit.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here.
Level 50? Dang, Pride! Congrats.
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Lynette, what the dude. Don't you have any courtesy? Just walk like a normal person. Stop like spy dropping in.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a...
Alright, let's see.
Oh,
That's a lot of pages.
Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
I mean, they're alphabetical now.
Here.
La Pouillade, Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
Horror. Let's move on. That's a grown-ass man. How is this a child of the House of the Hearth?
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a
Well, I asked. It was only late.
Wait, so that...
It may seem cruel, but
it's one of the rules of the House of the Hearth.
Is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please.
You try to leave, you pay with your life. Clairvy's names did not show up among them.
Her name's... Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine...
I managed...
Strange.
Yeah. I mean... I know there have been arguments in the past.
Chaplow and Fuel are good examples of that. You can fast skip now? Oh no, it's just that I'm also pressing my spacebar and my left click. So I'm like, bop, 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 bop. Like I'm firing it off like that.
seem to be pretty different.
You can't like fast skip it. Not like other games where you can like frame one, you know, click it.
That's to be expected, actually. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're
considering the part of Fatui, and to the
part
people that were
Fatui.
that's an identity they never asked for.
Certain members get older and realize they want some. People like Chaplow and Foltz are loyal to Father and her.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there.
It's not like Father's
It's
the
not like Father
dark.
is in the dark about any of this.
Yeah, true.
Well, that's true.
I'm getting even worse lately, feeling on the others. It seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Can't say for sure.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No,
Interesting.
Not exactly. She's told me about it before.
Experience being ran on children, people being used as pawns on the battlefield.
They just believed all that?
Clairvy's
I mean,
words
back
probably gave them
then.
the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Okay. A lot of yapping.
Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh?
This is the second time it's come up.
But I'm not sure of the details either.
That's what the other kids must have been preparing for.
Something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together.
Oh.
Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Future of what?
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis,
We now have the honor of
we
playing a
now
key
have
role in
the
Project
honor.
Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role.
Exactly.
To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience.
Exactly. And they prove themselves. Now they have to put their lives on the line even further, right? For more dangerous stuff. And that's never good.
Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse.
The plan isn't exactly unreasonable. They've been
Plan
funneling
isn't
the house a lot of funding.
It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process.
Right. The Fatu are planning something big, but given how little Linny and the others seem to know, I probably won't be able to learn much. And we'll keep a sharp eye.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either.
Exactly.
People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions.
Exactly. Don't hang out with the ops, chat. Never. Don't hang out with the ops.
I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal. But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought.
If we leave Filio and the others to their own devices, Father will be forced to take
Only
action.
focus on one situation at a time, brother.
That is correct. So we either gotta figure out Clairvy's situation, or we gotta, you know, focus on Project Stuja.
Worse. We should focus on Clairvy.
Stuja referred to bitter cold? I don't know. Anybody have any, like, French or Russian backgrounds of sorts that could, you know, translate a little bit? I'm not too sure.
It's getting late. We should head back and get some rest.
I'll try again first thing
Ned,
tomorrow.
you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close
The Chinese
eye on
word is
Filio and the others.
Yantong Ji Hua, and the direct translation would make it Project Severe Winter or Severe Winter Program. The Winter Soldier! No.
Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oyasumi nasai. Thank you, Juice. That's actually like some pretty cool insight. So, thanks. You mind racing with all the thoughts, you try to rest.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry...
You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay?
You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'm also afraid of her, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
man.
In that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab... Look! Look over there!
It's the ghost!
Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
Exactly. Andale. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Okie dokie. What are you up to, little one? Also, thank you. What are you up to, little one? Up here.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
Yeah, why is she going outside, bro? Here we go. Stuja's also Russian for cold. Ah, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, look! She stopped!
Wait. Oh, no, because there's no sunlight, right? It's moonlight. It is different. She can go outside now when it's moonlight. Oh.
Clairvy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
It is? Window. There's nothing here.
If only I could have more than this.
Chat, we know what this is referencing, bro.
You probably think
Oh,
I'm being
it's so sad.
was resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here.
You need to tell us,
We need you to tell us
what you know.
Sure. Although, at
after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited.
Alright.
We're all expendable, including me.
Unfortunately, that is not a surprise to us.
As long as you're useful.
You're saying the nymphs did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
Right.
Everyone thinks she's a good person.
They all think
of her, like
her as a real mother.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again.
Yep.
If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Harry.
Hmm.
There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's a spirit, it could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to.
We should keep her company for a little while longer.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah.
prettier than the moon tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I heard.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, but I can't find her. I'm
wonder where she's been.
Also No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Oh, God. Welcome back, Pat. We get an event with 300 drops. Oh yeah, Jewis. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's the anniversary for HSR.
Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Welcome, weary traveler from afar.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Arlecchino has a drunk dad fist? Probably. I mean, she kind of did kick the other woman, like, really, really hard, so she could probably punch us just as hard.
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings,
But I think Father would have worked with him.
not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership.
Brittany, thank you so much for the follow. And Joanne, what's up? Baiju? What do you mean by that, Drummond?
I did hear, though, that when Father first became a harbinger,
The Doctor offered to work with the House of the
Father
Hearth.
rejected most of his proposals, except for one.
Huh.
It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Yeah, I mean, the Doctor likes to get into a lot of secret experiments. The Doctor from Sumeru. No, it's not Baiju. No. They're not the same person. They're different people.
Secret experiment?
Yeah, a lot of people were speculating that Baiju could have been the Doctor or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Tori, exactly, Irie. Or sorry, it's not Irie, it's Aririk? Let me know how to pronounce that, Ari. But hi, welcome in. How's it going?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself.
But I do know it's an
I do
entirely
know it's
independent
an entirely
operation.
independent operation.
Propose a direction for the research.
Details
Okay.
of the experiment are confidential. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods.
I'm not asking you to, but I'm asking you to trust us on this. The Hearth has its own principles, and they're clearly there are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
Wow. Call me Ari. Oh, very nice. Well, welcome in, Ari. I assume that some of you folks who are just sliding on through have also gone through the quest. And hey, we've gone through a portion of it already, chat. If you're afraid of spoilers, you're already spoiled. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Yeah, you're already spoiled. So come along with us, you know? Oh, Claire May. Anyways, let's continue here.
Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor work together to do... It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but...
Father didn't come. Lynette, you're with me. Fremen, all right.
Isn't this just a voice world quest? No, this is a story quest, Joanne.
Take it easy.
This is its own separate story quest. Yeah. Not a world quest. Let's see if there's actually a nice TP here. Dude, there's nothing, bro. This sucks. Like, you literally have to go up here. That's so terrible. They need to add something there. Holy cannolis.
One with nature.
All right. Has she been outside here the entire time?
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
I mean, without you?
Little.
Yes. Ha.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles.
True.
So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no.
No.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think.
No matter.
If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere?
Yes, mother. I mean, father. I mean, Arlecchino. I mean,
Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Wow. She's letting him cook.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups.
True.
But nothing gets past me. Least of all, a little scheming.
I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, yep.
Good things. for the
Fathers
children
always
who
know,
do
man.
as they're
Fathers
told.
always know.
So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do?
Gotta go
She
follow.
knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
We should release the pigeon. Caw! Fly!
Good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find
We
out.
really
what
don't have any
happens
other
if
options.
she's
Alright, here we go. Yippee! Not gonna lie, I don't know why, it just doesn't sound like Paimon. Ari, this is like a version 3.0 of Paimon. Like, if I were to go through the iterations of Paimon, there was a clear difference between like version 1 Paimon, right? Version 1 Paimon is like super high, right? And then they are super much lower. And then they raised her voice to what it was for version 2, and then you go over here and then it's weird Paimon. Like in Sumeru and early Fontaine, we had weird Paimon. And then now, after I'd say about like 4.4, we've had another version of Paimon that I personally like the best so far. You know, it allows I forgot who the voice actor for Paimon is, but I think the directors are a lot more comfortable now that Paimon has that identity, and they could trust the voice actor to be able to like stay true with what they want in terms of, you know, the English dubbing, that they're giving her a lot more flexibility in terms of, you know, being able to flex those VA muscles and really give a lot more depth, to be honest. And you could clearly see it with the world quest. You could clearly see it with Chiori's quest. You could clearly see it with this story quest on just the tonality shift, right? And the speech pattern as well. Drastically changed. I personally like it the best. Boop. All right, let's head on over.
Seeing as we still have some time
Thank you, Endo.
before my meeting,
Welcome in.
we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Meeting? With
I'm
who?
glad to see you get along
Nicolette?
with my children.
Farina?
Being I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine, although there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well.
Okay.
It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately.
I mean, they're in the rebellious phase.
No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Chad, did you notice her earring? I did not notice until now.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
That's fair.
Don't you care about them at all?
They really respect you.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception.
Because our principles are more stringent.
Are more stringent than most.
Huh.
Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least.
As a guest, you two will not be held accountable along with
I would
them.
imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do.
Are they involved in
try to escape,
the
but
project?
Once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Claire V in the meantime,
oh my
all
gosh.
evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost.
In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove.
Punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable.
Oh.
And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then.
Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
Well, oops. How did you get out? Bob, come on. We had a little cage for you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing Bob back. You know, I thought we lost Bob. Ah, well, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it permanently.
Thank you.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being.
There will be time later
be
off.
time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well,
okay.
Time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Okay. She's gonna make Bob and the chicken nuggies. No, not Bob.
Take it easy.
Please show mercy. You can get rid of the weird potion girl. Not Bob. Alright, let's go. Wow, Nervalette.
It's been a while, Monsieur Nervalette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
I mean, when it has to deal with her, I think the priority jumps up quite a bit here.
Traveler from afar.
And thank you, Ari, for the follow. I appreciate it.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
Exactly.
Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you've brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go.
Eh?
It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Nervalette.
Okay. Let's see. What is she cooking? This one's more serious? Well, it matches the tone, right? And she's just having tea.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Nervalette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out.
Sure.
As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean.
Sure.
Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind.
Okay.
Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Nope.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
A la the House of the Hearth? And the Fatui?
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I think she wants to integrate the House of the Hearth, the members of the House of the Hearth into Fontanian protection and strip them of the Fontanian name. Or not Fontanian, of the Fatui name. I think. It you know, stripping them of their impurities, like the name, the stain, that is the title of the Fatui, right?
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nervalette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine.
Okay, so never mind, she's withdrawing forces from Fontaine.
And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
So she'll leave him alone. I mean, that's a good reason.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
A who? Tartuffe? What kind of name is that? Truffle? The Truffle assassination?
Tartuffe. Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean?
Oh,
Like
the guy, dude, the guy from the trailer. No way.
In his passing.
No way. But without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved with his passing. All right. The dude she stomped on? Yeah. Yeah. It should have been me, not him.
Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, mods. Hey, y'all are quick to act, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, you don't need to time them out. Just ban them. Yeah, banned a lot of them. Banned a lot of them. Apologies, folks. We're here with a little bit of turbulence, but we will be right back. Just give me about 5 minutes for them bots to pass. What did I miss? We just got hit by oh, actually, are the bots gone? Ha, the bots are gone. Hilarious. See ya. Yeah, you can keep it. You can keep it. That's fine. Just add stream boo to ban word list, I guess. What happens? Oh, we got hit with a bot. But I think we're good now. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. We just literally had to turn on emote only mode. See? Fast action. Damn. They're like, all right, damn, we can't mess with this guy. Hey, good work. Good work. Hey, let's get some mod love in chat. Thanks, guys.
Choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
Oh.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
So what's the subject of their next meeting? Oh, so there's a next meeting. I see. All right.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
It's like we're pets, bro. I'm just gonna stop it there. My work. Thanks, Jewess. Let's see what the otter has to say about that.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state.
Really?
Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away.
True.
It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions.
ESNR, however, suggests she's a very dangerous individual.
An explanation as to why you two are by her side.
Whatever you're using, I only advise you to take caution. Thanks, Neuvillette. Appreciate it. I will take caution. And throw it out the window, baby. It's Arlecchino. Sheesh. Okay, where are we headed next? Where are we headed next?
So, what exactly were you talking about back there? I only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then...
You really want to know?
I would imagine there'd be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Where's this guy running?
Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
She didn't seem to be joking earlier, when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious. Yes, she is quite serious. There's something else we should figure out first. While we were talking in front of the Palais Mormona, she mentioned Clairvy's name. Does that mean she knew where Clairvy was this entire time? Maybe she anticipated how Lenny and the others were going to act. Huh.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
Damn, we're a wall. Look at us, chat. We just knocked his ass out.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry.
I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going. Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Thanks, dude. He looks familiar for some reason.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Huh.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply.
All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyways.
It's my fault.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
Uh-oh.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day.
I should probably just take on a smaller inventory.
Just take on a smaller inventory, though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself.
Bye-bye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Wow, 3 times the amount, huh?
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer?
And what are we even doing here, Paimon?
Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Very true. Trying to buy us more time. I see.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. To ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
It doesn't matter.
That being said, I
can still be persuaded.
To give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
I mean...
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden?
You're gonna ask us something bad. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
Exactly, we can't smuggle, sneak, lie, cheat.
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want.
Your conditions.
Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
When the time comes, Paimon.
That is for you to decide.
We accept.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Okie dokie. Welp, it seems like we're going on a date. You know, casual. Where the fuck? Wow, guys. I'm so happy we're going to a very inconspicuous patch of green grass that definitely does not house any particularly damaged building of sorts. There we go.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
A grand building.
No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
And this is the story of how my world got turned upside down.
From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Crusabina. I see.
Crusabina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
Exactly, Hinky, exactly. And yeah, we talked about this earlier about the spoiling of the main plot device of, you know, this whole story quest. To Hoyo's credit, right, it does create hype around the character, and it does create hype around the story quest, right? Yes, it definitely does spoil a lot. But, you know, I think Hoyo, in terms of the internal discussions around, oh, do we want it to come before? Do we want it to come after? There's gives and there's takes, right? If it comes before, there's more people that get hyped. If it comes after, there are less people who get hyped, but people won't get spoiled. So I think they were more willing to go with the former versus the latter, because they'd rather have more people play through it.
Clairvy was happy here for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Dang, purgatory is a harsh word.
Purgatory?
Not even like a jail,
Exactly.
Nothing.
The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat.
As far as how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in
Crusabina came
charge.
up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Allah, the one who stands upon the corpses of the rest of the house.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process.
Jeez.
There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
Thank you, Fleur. Welcome in.
They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions.
Nothing more than tools to be used and discarded.
Experiments Clairvy was talking about. You said that Clairvy was Crusabina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crusabina probably would have listened, right?
Well, as a mother, maybe. But as the mother of the House of the Hearth, the leader of the House of the Hearth, and as a harbinger.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crusabina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally.
Wow.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crusabina had created.
Jeez.
Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Perry.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
Yeah, let's call her that for now.
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit.
Look, she's so
Peruere,
cute.
on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's
She's a
facade.
smooth operator.
It was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth.
Clairvy told Perrier that she helped to create a real family.
There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating.
Oh.
The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window. She and Perrier would look at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things.
No.
10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Perrier weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Perrier suggested a new plan.
Oh.
If escaping was out of the question,
When I take down the very person sitting at the top.
The very person sitting on top of this throne of lies. Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power.
Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance.
Would have an incredibly low chance of success.
We would need another potential harbinger leveled entity to be able to I wonder who that is.
Over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
Yes.
If she couldn't escape and fight back,
there's only one option.
Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
No.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Perrier. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Perrier end her life. From that moment on, Perrier's journey was one written
in flames.
When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter.
Trail of corpse
strewn across her path to success.
Wow.
It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior.
Sorry, folks.
She would make it until the end. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that
the sensation.
Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was.
Killing the person at the very top. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft.
Sabina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Perrier killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house.
Or those who survive get to write the rules.
Won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
And now we are at present.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along. You're Perrier. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
This was your story, just as much as it was Clairvy's.
I left that name behind long ago. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her.
Yes.
I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father.
Yes.
And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
The Clervy we met. Who is she exactly?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence
Born of
is
flame.
like ashes to a fire.
Ah.
Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin.
But why for so long?
You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's
Huh?
not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Oh.
The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clervy is a very special case.
Whoa, what? Okay.
Clervy died when she was 16 years old.
When emerged from the flames was her
from the
6-year-old
flames
self.
was her
Her
6-year-old
appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost in the blaze as well. So she's
thing indeed.
met with Clervy.
Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years worth, however. And it would be like living in the past.
Whoa.
Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
Exactly.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when—
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clervy is someone trapped in time. It
May seem like she exists with us in the present. She
exists
truly
with
lives
us
in the
Well, if
confines of
all
her own
that is
past.
true, then you must have known about Clervy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives.
Why did Arlecchino and Clervy have to fight though? Oh, they explained it here. Because the previous mother, right, of the House of the Hearth, the previous leader forced them to.
But
quote unquote, in the culling
hide from me.
to find the
Become
next
obsessed with revealing the
successor.
truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow.
Any information they
new
encounter is quickly
attempts
forgotten
to
in time.
expose Clervy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple.
In Clervy's mind, the house
Clervy's mind, the house is
impossible to escape, and this very perception that traps her there.
And it is this very perception
Whoa.
that traps her there.
I see, I see.
But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
To do what? She's basically a remnant. A remnant of something that's already gone, Paimon.
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self?
She's still your friend?
At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that.
She broke the rules.
And now she must be punished. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them.
Okay.
Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
I agree. And also Luna, I also do agree. How's it going, Luna? Hopefully we've been well. I actually caught your stream earlier this week. Just lurky turkey. Holy. So, now we're moving into the second or maybe even the final act where the knave has to put down Clervy once again. But what's deeper is potentially even addressing her curse of sorts, right? Are we enjoying the story? I mean, so far, everything that we've kind of discussed up till this point has been teased through, has been already shown through the anime short. So no information's kind of really new, but I think, you know, to get to this point in the story, you know, it's not about what happens. It's about how it happens and the steps you need to get there, right? That's what great storytelling is. Because, you know, sometimes you might know the ending, but how you get there really impacts and leaves that impression on the viewer. So where do we go from here? Let's see.
Is this really what you want to do?
Wow, everybody! Give her the Oscar! Give her the Oscar! Oh my god, give her the Oscar! Wow, we haven't heard her speak in like 10 years. Wow! Katana! Hi, welcome in. How's it going? Great to meet y'all. Welcome in. Katana, I don't know if you came in at the right time. You just came in right after one of the biggest happenings in Genshin, when your main character speaks. Spoiler alert. Yeah, this is a slight spoiler for those who are just joining in. And Katana, thank you so much for the raid, first off. Secondly, talking about spoilers, let's be real. Up until this point, if you've seen the anime short, and let's preface, if you have not seen the anime short, this could be spoilers. If you have seen the anime short, you already know everything that's happening already. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. There's no spoilers at this point. Literally like 80% of it, you already know what's happening. And again, we were just talking about it, right? It's about the journey. It's really about the steps in which they take to get to where they are. That leaves that impression on us, right? And that's why I think the anime short was so effective. It's because it was able to show us the story, but in just such a small timeline that it just makes this whole story quest, you know, the couple hours, actually going through the steps to learn, relearn, in a sense, relearn about the past will help us, you know, culminate. All of this information will be able to culminate to a great climax as we head into the latter section, the latter acts of the story quest. So thank you again, Katana. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's having a great evening so far. My name is Josh. If I didn't introduce myself earlier, we do play a lot of Genshin. We might do some HSR grinding later on tonight. And we also got into the Zenless Zone beta. So, you know, later down the road, maybe even next week, we're going to continue grinding in Zenless Zone 0. But for now, let us return back to the story quest. And for those who have done the story, let's not talk about the rest of the story. That'd be great. Thanks.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Can I turn up the music, bro? I want to turn up the music so bad.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow.
Anger and sorrow. Why?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
You know, that's a very succinct answer. Thank you.
It appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
Huh.
I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Huh.
Here they are, Father.
Chapitre. That's a nice little touch, why she's in the shadow. That's a nice little touch.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Come on, Foltz. Dude, I knew it. Fucking Foltz is weird. This kid's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, can I teach you about killing and bullying? Like, what? This kid's like, bro.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh?
Huh?
Are you... Perry?
Hey! What did Arlecchino do to him? I don't know. I mean, you could take a look at Pereira as a kid. Dude, she was playing with spiders, man. Like, the spider kids, and all respect to people who look like insects. And again, you know, I'm not here to yuck your yums. But the spider kids tend to be a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Certain scores. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene time, cutscene time.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
We always knew. Just as Sun Tzu foretold, Chapter 5, Page 2 of The Art of War. The impostors are among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Yeah, what did they do?
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father.
Didn't this kid ever hear of snitches get stitches?
Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in.
Oh my.
Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us
Damn, you're giving the
and said a bunch of
bombastic
mean
side
things about
eye.
Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father.
This is the only time I want a bunch of child in Genshin. Lily, in game, Lily. Stop. Don't incriminate yourself. In game, in Minecraft.
We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings?
Oh.
Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
Oh, she changed her dressings, huh? Oh. Damn. How can you slide a person that's changed you? That's weird. All right, it's like a nurse, you know. Why would you why would you do anything against the nurse that changes you and that nurses you?
You're wrong, Filial.
You're wrong.
We don't want you to die. You're our family.
I feel like there's some mutual inexclusivities here that I think we need to break down a little bit.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial.
Okay.
A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot
Can't tolerate any form of betrayal.
Every ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second.
Now I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us.
Just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it?
Wow.
'Cause we were all in one place. You had this planned all along.
Wow.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
No.
Why?
That's enough, Filial.
We made a mistake.
We made a mistake. And we should own up to it. We broke the rules. Plain and simple.
They did know the
Now
rules.
we have to face the consequences.
And so did I. Sorry. Serious moment. My bad.
I'm sorry.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
And so it shall be. Damn.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal?
I mean, thinking about it, they didn't really do anything. If you think about it, they didn't really do anything. They were just talking. Very much how, you know, Perware and Clairvy were talking. You know?
We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been.
Exactly. Right? Because of what a lot of Arlecchino's definition of a family derives from is an organization, right? And that's what she does see it as. This is like an organization, less so of a family. But if she wants to become something greater than the organization that she was ran with, she has to, you know, she has to acquiesce to that some of that stuff, right?
So please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
And I agree as well, if I could say anything.
Linny, you...
If you know the traveler could talk one more time, you know, just like, you know, give us one more line. I'm okay with 1 or 2 more lines, you know what I mean?
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way.
Okay.
Draw your weapons and face me.
Oh. Traveler Speak subscription has ended? No!
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
Traitors must be punished.
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Ah.
Wait. Bede. Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
Yeah, he's just a magic twink. There he goes. It falls out of vacuum edge. Oh no, we're so fucked. Oh god, we're so fucked.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really going to be executed. Hey, are you listening?
We need to fight with them. It's the pot of the great time. We need to draw 3 additional cards from our deck. Is executing them really what she wants?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never answered the question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious.
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the knave will lose on purpose. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth. You know what? I think I have my answer. I'm going to be joining Arlecchino and executing all of them. They're all dead. Wipe them out. Get them out of here, Chief. Adios. See ya. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Play again next time. Adios. See ya. No. See ya. Bye-bye. Peace.
What's wrong, Traveler?
Gonzo Elbozo.
Where are you going?
Traveler?
Yeah, look at me. I'd like to see for myself what the 4th of the Fatui Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
That's right. Meowth.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all.
Yeah, you kind of blew up this place like 3 times, so, you know, I think it's pretty ready.
All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all.
Oh.
Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Yes, Father. Cutscene? Or just boss fight? You approach me?
Closer now.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, okay, calm down, calm down, calm down.
Why the hesitation?
Alright.
And with these rising flames!
Cliffy! Help!
Busted!
Is it my turn now?
Oh.
Over here!
Yeah, if we're this close, we can hit her, right? She can't dodge our attacks.
With these rising flames!
Solidify!
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I can do that too.
Look out! Now that's
It's a mirror match. How do you like that? The taste of your own medicine.
With the fall of darkness,
watch out for Father's
destruction shall rise.
After
have a taste of
your next
courage.
charge attack will unleash a scarlet night tide, huh?
Gather!
Okay.
Hang in there!
Woo!
Is it my turn now?
Huh? Clear the bottom left and use the charge attack to interrupt. Alright, hey, object permits.
Like a fly tangled in a web.
Oh shit.
Try to pace yourself.
There you're
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh god, John is dead.
Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Now's our chance.
Okay, man.
Wind strike. Time to go.
My Arlecchino is almost dead. Let me just like put up a shield and then like I'm gonna pop that real quick.
Transfixed.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Not bad.
I can't even heal myself.
The hearth. No, it's
Okay, so you are better. Okay, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. My bad. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
This has been seared away.
I don't know what came over me, my bad.
My blade is all that remains.
Gotcha.
All the maidens, adorn my knight.
Get up, please. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh god. Oh,
Time to go.
You have a laser.
Some of you shouldn't see me like
Now's our chance.
Over here.
Chad, is it a little bit loud now, or is it all good? Might be a little bit loud for us.
Wind strike.
Your punishment made manifest.
Oh, it's too loud. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, pause. Oh, pause real quick. Okay, let's lower like right there. Okay. Continue challenge. Slightly better, right?
Watch out for father's movements. Look out.
Okay, let me just do that real quick. You can lower the difficulty, apparently.
The sun and moon have set.
I know, bitch, though. Oh shit.
Struggle in vain.
After the feast. I don't know what that means, but sure. Alright, I'm feasting.
Over here.
Whoa, run! Oh, run! Okay, pretty nice. Oh, hey, yikes! Okay, yikes! Oh, no. Uh-oh. There we go, my bad. There we go. Ooh, let's go!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh. Magic is your magic!
Oh, I know.
No!
Hey!
I'm sorry, father.
Not even fucking close. Oh my goodness.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
She's Icarus. Hey.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you?
Yes, the dull blade.
You're stronger than I expected.
She's using her spiritual pressure. What is this?
I can't move.
Oh, we're fucked.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
We can't even move. Oh my god. She paralyzed it? Oh yes, she did. Oh yes, she did.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Oh, okay.
Brother, are you all right? Lenny. Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
Yeah, we couldn't even make a dent.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
Really? Really? You thought after bringing a magic man, cat girl, and a diver, and the dull blade, after you would think? Did you think we had a chance? Oh my goodness! I keep clicking out. My bad, chat. My bad. I keep clicking out of the. Oh, don't talk shit about the dull blade. Hey, all I can say it's pretty lore accurate. All right, that's all I'm saying. It's lore accurate.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping.
Huh.
Do you still have them?
The bottled flames.
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Potion lady.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Huh?
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved.
The flames, like the souls of those who you unalived in Minecraft, of course.
Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
If you can withstand the pain, when you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
This is what she was talking about. Exactly, letting the birds fly from the nest cage metaphor. Letting the rivers run into the ocean. A lot of metaphors, a lot of metaphors.
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house and give you a new identity.
Wow. The young man that I thought looks familiar, the one selling newspapers, he must have been the same Horror. It was the green-haired, weird-looking dude. The horror. I mean, a horror. He wasn't killed at all.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed.
Losing a
portion
portion
of
your
your
memories.
memories will alter your sense of self.
Wow, that's why she said that under her breath. No, if my understanding of the name is right, she's really thinking of that as killing him. The horror that lived in the House of the Heart that's dead, the one that remains is simply a normal person. So the people on that list are now reinvented, not revived, but like renewed people. Wow. It's much better than actually ending their lives. But to be fair, that's kind of understandable, right? Because you can't just start a new life with the history that you have and the knowledge that you have. You have to start anew.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
Yeah, you can enjoy your little play about blind women and 100 thieves.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you.
Yes.
So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father.
Wow.
I'm sorry I let you down, but I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Wow.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours.
What? No way. No way. Whoa. That's a big decision, especially for these 3.
Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father.
Damn, this is a whole roundabout way, all right? If you really didn't want to bring back the milk, you know what I mean?
Thank you
Damn.
for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
They just walk off.
Father.
Let's go.
Ikimashou. And we're not done yet.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Yup. One more flame to put out.
Clairvy.
Cutscene, cutscene, cutscene.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Oh, man.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's that speechless.
Oh. Okay then.
Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
Oh, man.
Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she?
That's correct.
Can you tell me about it?
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together.
Snezhnaya.
Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised.
But, unfortunately, that wasn't her own daughter.
But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope.
I may. This is the deep part. That's why I'm trying to go slow. This is a deep part here.
You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
But that's within the scope of their previous lives. And now, right? Even with as a 6-year-old, here as a you know, a lingering ember, she could potentially see the efforts of her quote unquote future self, the future self in the past. That she had so much more.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end.
Yes.
And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that—
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too.
Remember, there's a nod to the stories. Remember when the little bunnies? Not gonna lie, that pose. Luna, read the room. Not joking. Now you have chat distracted. How could you?
I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
No, right, because she's a, you know, she's not really seeing it, even though she is outside right now. She's not really seeing it, right?
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got
I forgot. No, we do know.
We talked your ears out for 3 days straight.
Yeah. I forgot. I was getting a little bit mixed up with Honkai Star Rail. Because Honkai Star Rail, we don't know anything, right? But we as the travelers still know of and have our memories of before Teyvat. All right, let's...
You know, playing the lute while singing
let's start from
into
the top.
winds of freedom? Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what. Ah, that's where Mora comes from. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses.
Oh.
One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
Oh my god.
It's just too bad Perry
dying.
doesn't like wearing dresses. And
I'm
Mother,
dying.
she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like?
Yeah, they look like foxes. They're basically humanoid animals.
I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Yeah, they're actually quite funny. Chat still. Give me a sec. Wow. Choked on my spit there. Oh my god. That was really bad. More agua. More agua. There we go. Now, where were we? 9 more hours to 2.2. Yeah, I gotta go sleep early so then I could wake up. If you guys didn't know, we're gonna be doing the co-watching, co-streaming of the HSR special program. We'd love for you guys to be there. You too. Go check it out.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life.
How would you need to wake up? It starts at 4 a.m. for me. 7 a.m. for
The situation was
EST.
super dangerous. Luna and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course. How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
She has a bag. A magical bag.
So it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
But that's not the point, right? It's the emotions and it, of those memories that linger the longest, right? She'll forget everything and go back to being a scared little girl.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
This is a Demon Slayer moment. I'm sorry.
There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
This is the first time I think that I've seen Arlecchino with like the sad, you know, like eyebrow expression. Usually see her with a stern or like a slightly snarled look.
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Wait, they're back already?
Father?
Dude, it took like 10 years to go from Poisson to here and back. What are you doing?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Huh.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
Yet Linny here still stands.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known.
Traveler from afar.
Thank you, Sleepy.
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
There's no king to a house or a home.
I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
Yes.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Yes. And those are the ideals that Arlecchino also saw in Clairvy.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Yeah, what the? This kid is all over the place, man.
Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it.
Yes.
We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds.
What tragedy or triumph?
Or triumph may be in store. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities.
Yeah, but you kind of went Super Saiyan. You kind of went Super Saiyan, you know? Oh, yeah. You meant a gap between our abilities. You meant a gap between hers to yours because she... All right, yeah. The mother was not... All right, let's be real. Okay? When you're at your full strength, could not handle you.
Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents.
Only then can a family continue.
Only then can a family continue to flourish.
Yes.
The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
There you go.
Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned.
If the Kali isn't learning how this dignitaries try to take us down.
Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Ooh. Travel might struggle with Arlecchino. I'm afraid to face the others. Yeah. She's fourth. Don't forget, she's fourth still.
As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment.
Well, the camaraderie was more like me running around and you kicking my ass, but hey, I'll take it.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Well, Zhongli's dead. Let me just, look at my team. Look at my team. I got clapped. Look at my team. Oh no. You know, easy clap, guys. I survived. Okay, easy clap. Wasn't even close, guys. Wasn't even close. Nope. Not even close. I had it all figured out, all in the bag, guys. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for seeing through that with me as I tried to take it in as well. You know, a little bit less talking, but I think really, just taking in that moment, right? Having them speak, allowing them to finish that story there. Oh God, it's the ops. I'm sorry. Don't attack me. I'm sorry. Skirt. Alright, we're Gucci. Hello, Mr. Fly. Thank you. How? You're like 10 fucking light years away. Excuse me. Rezi, hi, welcome in. Also, Shark Paws came in as well. Hopefully you're doing well. I know a lot of people were jumping in while we were kind of, hitting the apex of that quest there. But now, with that being said, let us go 2 days, right? 2 days? 1, 2. How do I skip this shit? Can I just like speed it up? Hey. Can my can my time manipulation go a little bit faster, We got a little more to do here, folks.
What could... Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovered?
Oh, we're going to Buffalo. Okay. Let's head over to Buffalo Wild Wings. Hotel de Buffalo Wild Wings.
Josh, we didn't get lunch.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
How are we feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling all right?
There's no need to worry. Dajo Boo.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us.
Well. Unscathed. Yes. Yeah. That's me. Unscathed. See?
Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone?
Yup. Just went out in a poof. A very blue poof.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth.
Quarantine, there hasn't been any more signs of a spirit roaming in the house.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
How old is this kid?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Oh, he was like super young. Oh, he was like mega young.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end.
And the people involved dead and injured.
A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
Frem was the kid found in the trailer? No, I don't think so. No. Their eye color is already different, firstly. And then secondly, he had already joined by then. He didn't take him in, so. Yeah. He's saying the Thelxie event that he saw so many pains. I was surprised at this, Oh, you're right. You're right.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
Yeah.
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past.
Okay.
The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
Yeah, that's a great thanks, Jewis. That's a great Arlecchino impression.
And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her.
She said she valued him in any way was just a tool. Probably be giving her too much credit.
If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth,
I probably would have already been.
I probably would have already.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is their home.
Is their home. Yes. Yes.
We may have arguments or
and that type of conviction,
wronged.
Right?
Some people may
is what Arlecchino sees in those three.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis.
Without your help, we could have lost.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Yeah. If you take a look at it,
Of course.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning.
They're going to watch the blind woman?
They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Wow. Wow. Before we go, make sure that you guys are subscribed. Make sure to like and comment down below your thoughts on the Arlecchino Story Quest. Thank you so much for joining us on this amazing journey, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, folks. Wow. Woo!